It is another beautiful day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it, and I am glad that you could join me. Welcome. Thanks for joining me. So, last time on this John Deere L120, we got it home. It ran, and we drug it home. So let's see if we can't get it to mow, because I have a lot of comments on that first video about things that I should probably check out on this thing. That'll probably help it. Yeah, and I have a surprise. I got water. That's right, no more washing by hands like simple folk. We just have a hose now to help us wash by hand. Don't worry, I'm still simple folk. So let's see if we can't first wash this thing up, get it cleaned up, and then we'll start tackling the things we need to do to get it to mow and run and work appropriately. This is going to be fun. Oopsie, cleaning the rim, hit the valve. Yeah, that's that's gonna need to be replaced, because now we have two tires that don't hold air. Nice. Well, let's finish this up. our beautiful sunny day has now turned into overcast and rain. So let's get the tractor under some shelter because we got to open up the engine next. All right, so the reason why I say we need to get this into shelter and, you know, it's going to rain or whatever is because I have spark plugs, and then also I want to take off the valve covers and make sure that our valves are actually, you know, set to the right spec, because who knows, right? I mean, let's give this thing the best chance to run right. And also I picked up oil and an oil filter. Those were comments that were given to me, and I absolutely agree. In fact, I would have done an oil change on it if I expected this thing to run out there in the field, but I didn't expect this thing to run. So it has been surprising me so far. I also noticed when washing it, see how nice and clean it is in here? Way better than before, not gross at all. So these are laying here disconnected, and I'm pretty sure that is for the ROI or RI, the reverse, let's see, this thing. So you can mow in reverse. Button's missing, it's a hole there. I guess if it really bothers us, we can, well, maybe because it's disconnected, it actually will mow in reverse. I don't know. We'll have to test that out. Also, I noticed a little bit concerning for me was when I was washing it that there was this going on. Let's see if I can't get you down in here. Yeah, let's see. It's going to be hard to see probably. Anyways, on here is the clutch engagement for the mower deck, you know, PTO, whatever, and it is like spliced together. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, you can see there's like, it's electrical tape and there's that red thing, and yeah. So somebody's monkeyed with that. So I want to get these off, but right now while it's warm, let's drain the oil out of it and put a filter on it. I got 10W30, that's what John Deere recommended. However, if it still burns oil, that doesn't mean we can't bump it up to like 30 weight. I'm just saying, you know, thicker oil, right? So let's do an oil change on that real quick, and then we'll take these valve covers off and check the valves. Since we have the spark plugs out, it'll be easier to turn the motor over. So let's do the... Come on out. I know you want to... Well, that hasn't been out in a long time. Might need a screwdriver for this. There we go. Ew. Well, it definitely smells like gas. It doesn't feel that bad though. Yeah, it's still, I mean, it's still got viscosity to it. Well, let's let that drain out, and while that's draining out, we'll just go do that filter. All right, old filter is off, new filter is on, oil's drained out of it. No, I didn't tear apart the oil filter to see what was in it, but I poured it out and it looked just normal. There wasn't any nastiness going on in there. And so now what I want to do is pour a little oil through here, brand new clean oil. Let's see if we can't flush it out a hair a little bit. Let's see if it comes out. There it goes. So I'll just pour a little more in there. Let's see if we can't, yeah, there we go. So that's nice, clean stuff coming out. So then we can put the cap back on and fill it up. All right, both of our spark plugs are out, battery's disconnected. And so now what I want to do is take off these 4 bolts to take the valve cover off. But first thing I'm going to do is scrape just all of this gunk that is all around it, clean it up, because I don't want anything dropping in there. It's just, let's just keep this clean for now. So yeah, let me get those 4 bolts off, and scrape this thing off, and you can also see, ooh, pretty new oil filter. Yeah, let me get that done. Good news, bolts came out. Bad news, they were all just finger tight. Like, I didn't even need a ratchet. So that's probably why the valve cover was kind of seeping and leaking. So now for the big reveal. What are we going to find behind door number 2? Oh, no, it's door number 1. Well, there we go. Let's see if we can't get you in here and see what we've got going on. Yeah, so they are definitely loose, and we have a broken valve stem. I mean, not valve stem, we have a broken push rod. So, yeah, there's that. Yeah, let's see if we can't fish that thing out and then see what's going on. That could be the reason why we're having issues and fouling out plugs. Let's see if we can't fish it out. All right, so here we go. Push rod's out. Yeah, it's definitely bent and broken and chewed up. And that would probably explain why, well, no, we should, yeah. Anyways, if I look in here, get a light in here for you guys. I don't see any metal in there, and I don't know really where anything, it doesn't look chewed up. It's, hey, even down in there, the oil, it's not sparkly. If I stick my finger in here, you know, it's not, doesn't have any metal in it, and it was just running. I mean, we literally just did an oil change on it. So that's been beating around in there, must be for a while. Kind of strange. But the reason why is if we push on this moves, this valve is stuck. It will not move. So stuck valve caused a bent and broken push rod. So fix it, or does this go to the scrapyard? I mean, it actually ran really good. It didn't even sound like it had a miss, so that's strange. But well, I guess we can take the other valve cover off and take a look at that side and see, because I know these were used spark plugs or whatever, but this is from this side, and that's the one that looks more fouled than that one. But maybe they just put a plug in that side. So let's get this valve cover off of this side and just see what we're dealing with here. If not, you know, maybe we can just go get a push. All right, this side's off, and everything here looks fine and dandy. I mean, the springs, valves, everything looks just fine. I don't see any issues with anything. Everything seems to work. So I guess what we should probably do is, oh, missing a hose clamp. So I think these bolts were not finger tight. So I'm pretty sure that somebody had that cover off. And I mean, you can't really be mad. $150 or whatever. So I guess the question is, do we try to put a push rod into it? Well, I guess let's see if we can get that valve unstuck, because I mean, it's a $150 tractor. I got to see the other things that are wrong with it too. I mean, around here, these tractors are going for about $500-600. So you don't want to dump more money than that into it, even though I guess you'll use it. But let's see if we can't get that valve unstuck, and then see if we can't find a push rod for it. And then I also want to get it up on ramps and take a look at the mower deck, because I don't even know if any of that stuff works either before we start making any executive decisions. Okay, I got the rocker off, and this is the intake valve, and it is, I mean, it's stuck. You can't even, you know, I can push that, right? Not the proper way to do it. Rubber mallet. Hit it with some lubricant. And then I think I need to get a bigger swing on this thing, so I'm going to back you guys up. All right. Brass drift and a rubber mallet. Oh yeah, it moved. It moved. I don't know if I can. Oh yeah. So I can push it now. See if I can get you boys in here. And girls. Yeah, it's moving. It's kind of stuck up a little bit, but well, let me throw some more lube on it and keep working at it. And I don't know. I mean, well, we'll get it up on the ramps, and I want to check out this mower deck before we do anything too more. All right, up on ramps, let me show you the first thing I noticed. If we come in here to the belt, it has got a chunk out of it. So belt is going to need to be replaced. Everything kind of feels good, but let's get underneath here and take a look at the blades. Oh, getting too old for this. So it's rusty, it's gross, but see that? All that play? Like nothing's moving. The other blades aren't moving. So that entire, well, the spindle bearings are definitely shot. And if we're going to tear that all apart, we definitely probably, I mean, the blades aren't that bad. But, I mean, since we're underneath here, right? This one, that one doesn't feel bad. So those, because you can see it's moving the other one, right? So those spindle bearings are okay. Let's go over to door number 3. Yeah, junk. So 2 spindles, but there's no sense in doing just 4 bearings. You might as well do all 6. So the entire deck needs to be rebuilt. It needs a new belt. It needs a push rod because that's trash. The other push rod seems to look straight and fine. We did get that valve kind of freed up, but I'll keep working at it. Last thing I want to check is this clutch. So let me get up on, I got to hook the battery back up and let me get up on the seat. Okay, battery's hooked back up. Don't want to start it. Just turn it in the on position and let's see if we can hear it click. Let's be quiet, be quiet. Well, I guess that's going to do it for this episode because, well, I mean, we have to decide it, I guess. That mower deck, you know, you're looking at probably $150 to $200 for, you know, bearings would be like $40, blades, okay, so $100, right, to do that. Or if you just go with the spindles, $150, $200. Belts, another like $30, $40, and then, you know, the push rod. So I think we can save that valve. I think we can get it all loosened up. I've had way worse ones that I've freed up. So we're going to have to look into that push rod incident. So I got to get parts. I think that's going to do it for this video. Thanks for watching. And remember, be blessed. Peace. Stuck valve, stuck valve, stuck valve. Be blessed.